Hey buddy, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Wednesday, Mosh Pit. No greedier runs or anything like that today, because last week obviously was absolute torture, and we are not going to be doing that again for any time soon. However, we did have another video across 3,000 likes, which now puts us only 16 away from the first Rebirth reaction video for the like streak reward. Thank you very much. Those of you who go out your way to make it possible. Hope your midweeks are going off to a great start. Here's your meme of the day here. I don't know what game this is from or what art this is from, but it's definitely awesome. Sent in here by Booty_Consumer. Thank you very much, Booty Consumer. After it was average first floor experience. By God! Yeah, I don't know what game that is, but it looks awesome. So if you know in the comments, post them in the comments. If you know the game, post them in the comments down below. I would love to know about that. Here we go. Let's hop on in and just get a regular old Eden run done. CJ is going to be Charlie 609 Kilo 9 Whiskey Sierra. We got great damage, good movement speed, not great tears. Is this wait what or is this Butterbean? Butterbean, okay, that's fine. And you know, I'm fine with Butterbean. I got no problem with Butterbean. As you see here with the knockback damage, actually anything that Butterbean makes things collide with other things will get dealt damage. And you can use it as a very effective AoE source, as you saw me just doing that first room there. So, but yeah, like I said, I think it was last week or maybe the week before, talking about Wacky Wednesday. You know, I think that they're going to be sparingly every now and then. People just kind of like Eden runs over and over again, and I mean, I'm there with you. Trust me, brother. I do love the occasional Eden run, but from time to time, it would be nice to switch her up. And last week we did it, and yeah. Probably won't do that again with Greedier, but we'll see. So, talking about Butterbean real quick here. Butterbean gives you the in-game, what I like to call parries. I mean, there's no parrying in the game, obviously, but I'm kind of dumb, so I just equate it to parrying. And essentially, you can knock back shots and enemies like that and make them collide with each other. It deals impact damage, which is very nice. And you can use it to also deflect bullets. If you time it correctly. It's not always going to be. It's a pretty large forgiveness window, but at the same time, like, you do have to be kind of careful that you don't run into things. I have the tendency in games. Great shot, by the way. I have a tendency in games where you can parry to like just walk towards something that I'm about to parry and then mistime it like horribly. Kind of like. It's kind of like with Glitch Crown and stuff too. Like I'm sometimes mistime things. Also, apparently you cannot knock back the Diglets. I did not realize that. I like to get a little aggressive in my parrying. Just running up to things and then just knocking them into other things like that right there. Again, it's a very neat little. It's a neat little change that they did with Butterbean to make it actually like feasible as a good active item. Like, you're rewarded for putting in good micro. You're rewarded for playing with, you know, good timing, and that's not something that you would expect in Isaac. So it makes for this really neat dynamic playstyle where you're like actively what is going on with that slowdown? What in the world? Hang on a second. There's nothing. The computer's not overheating, and there's nothing wrong with the computer. That was weird, man. We've seen little hiccups here and there, but nothing like that. That was, I don't know what that was. But yeah, so if you play with Butterbean, it gives you like this really neat little dynamic way of, it's almost like an active living style of playing, where you're actively seeking out parry opportunities and, you know, just basically like putting yourself in situations you normally wouldn't be putting yourself into just so you can use the item. But again, if you use it properly, you're rewarded with a very, very fun experience here. I'm still not sure what that slowdown was. Super secret room? Oh. We got 3 bombs. We know it's not there. Could be there. We're looking for the secret room. Ah, it's right here. This room tells me that it's right there. I don't even have to go for confirmation in the other rooms. I don't know where the super secret room is. If it wasn't off of the big room, it's probably to the left of the room that's to the left of the store, but I'd rather have the 2 bombs. Of course, going to last week's episode, question of the episode, which was simply, what is your take on Greedier. Would you rather play Greedier or something else, including another game, with a bunch of laughing emojis? And overwhelmingly in favor, people were just like, we do not want to watch Greedier at all. Like at all. And your voices were heard loud and clear, because pretty much every single comment from last week's thread was literally like, I would rather watch paint dry. If it wasn't about not taking the Guppy transformation, it was like, this is like torture. And it's funny that people it's funny that people say that, because like on one hand, like people like struggle bus runs, but on the other hand, people hate Greedier. So that should really speak volumes to how much people just have a huge disdain for Greedier mode. Like it really is telling. Okay, let's stop walking into things. The prophecy is true already. I've been walking into things I shouldn't be, just because I'm trying to like knock them back and stuff, and it's not working. Caused me to walk into a Diglett, now we walk into a fly. But that was basically the gist of it. If there is a way for me to rephrase, coupon would allow us to take. It would allow us to take a devil deal, and then we could Black Rune Butterbean. I don't like doing that, but Butterbean was causing me. I mean, it's my own fault, but it's because I had Butterbean. It was causing me to take damage because I'm walking into things trying to parry stuff. And on top of that, I'd rather take a devil deal here for free and still also maybe get some angel deals. So yeah, is that a double tendon rock over there? On top of that, the coupon will also allow us to take free shop items too, and also gives us a discount on one guaranteed item. It's not the premium item, or at least it's not guaranteed anyway, but yeah. So the number one most upvoted comment was from Mello, who was just basically talking about the fact that I could have taken Guppy. That's not a double trend. Well, even if it was a double tender rock, which it's not, we don't have enough bombs to take that. And then they also said that they would rather, as far as Greedier goes, they would rather watch paint dry, and I'm definitely right there with you. Greedier is just not. It's like there's no point other than to do it for the unlock, and that is that. The second most upvoted comment was from Roddy J, who literally said, I would rather watch paint dry. So yeah, that's 2 now for the paint drying comments. It was basically like that. I would rather watch grass grow, that sort of thing. And last but not least, it also, the third most upvoted comment came in from Obi, 12003. This is very hard to read also while I'm trying to dodge everything from Ragman. So I love watching you play it, but I would almost rather do anything myself. And then they talked about the Guppy transformation, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, and then they said it's hindsight's 2020. That's how it goes. Yeah, Greedier is like, for those of you who like pain, then play Greedier. For those of you who like to have fun, don't play Greedier. Greed mode is fun. I've said it for many, many years now. Greed mode is fun. Greedier mode is not. It's the greed mode minus the fun. But now that I know that so many people like just really hate watching it, I probably won't do another Greedier run for a long time. But people do enjoy the greed runs though, which I'm happy about, because I like having the occasional greed run. You know, it kind of beats victory laps every now and then. Ooh, we get our second syringe item here, and a free Whore of Babylon, which we might as well take. And what we can do is we can go back into the arcade and trigger this via the temperance machine. So at least we get a little bit more movement speed and damage. If we get a bomb, we could potentially get into the boss trap room here, but I highly doubt that we're going to be able to do that unless we get lucky here. Oh, okay. We're just going to do this whole song and dance thing again. And we got a singular penny, although we might get enough money to buy a bomb. Unless, of course, the temperance machine does that. We'll take the Rotten Heart. I don't want to hold on to Rotten Heart, so I'm just going to get rid of it real quick. We go through the Castlevania 2 screen over and over again. All right, so this should give us 5 cents. We can go buy that bomb inside the store. Mucho gracias. Or we could shoot for the moon and go play the 3 Skull Monty. That's obviously a way bigger gamble. I think it's more important for us to go into the boss. Oh wait, take that back. There's no bomb in here. It was the other floor. Well, in that case, I'm gonna buy the half price heart. It's half price thanks to the coupon, and maybe we can get a nickel and play the 3 Skull Monty and get a bomb. We can make some big time plays happen still. Okay, now we can't. My eyes lost that one. That one I got. That one was on lockdown. That one I got too. No problem at all. Come on, people been telling me I wasn't watching 3 Skull Monty. People been telling me I need to play arcades more, so this is your chance, arcade, to really stick it to them. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. We get an HP upgrade. Okay. Now notice how we still stick with the Whore of Babylon transformation despite not actually having the HP requirement being in here. That's a neat little trick that you can use for yourself and your Isaac playing. So if you enter into a room with the Whore of Babylon transformation, as long as you don't leave, it's just like any other. It's like any other temporary buff that you get, like say Bloody Lust, or using the Book of Belial or a Devil card, something like that. You will maintain the damage buff and the transformation form. I mean, I guess it's not really a transformation, but it kind of is, I guess. But anyway, you'll maintain the buffs until you leave. So just a neat little trick. You know, just a neat little amateur level trick right there. Okay. And then we don't need to go back down to the Whore of Babylon state, but I'm just going to get some more money anyway. I mean, we might as well, right? Like, got plenty of reasons to. Oh, wow. Okay. So we get enough for a premium item. So after a very long second floor here, we're going to make it happen. I'm very satisfied with the way this floor ended up. It started out kind of meh, but now we're looking solid here. Also, really quick to last week's episode's point. Great shot by Botfly, by the way. I was not expecting that. The comment that made me laugh the most was, well, the Attitudes, who just said, "Why is this even a game mode with a crying face emoji? I would rather be at work." I thought that one was perfect. Thank you, Merits. Well, the Attitude. A little bonus comment there for you. Yeah, Greedier is it just bums me out, man. And again, the only reason why I did it was not to torture myself, but it was literally because like I thought people enjoyed it. But I'm wrong. I'm like, well, you know, some people, they like a lot of people in the mosh pit enjoy the struggle bus runs, and Lord knows we've had plenty of those this year. But you know, I was like, if we want an ultimate struggle bus, then yeah, put it on Greedier. I mean, we could take that half heart and we would still maintain Whore of Babylon, but that doesn't mean that we should. Not right now, anyway. It would be better for us to find red hearts to fill these bone hearts for the Hierophant card that we've got. Reverse Hierophant card. Because we can also use those for the Devil Deal once we eventually get one, which probably won't be on this floor, but you never know. Whore of Babylon helping us out big time with the damage here. Movement speed's a little bit too high. Guess that is a concept in the game. I'm not a huge fan of anything over, basically, anything over 1.7 is too high. Oh, wow. Okay, well, if I would have seen that in time, I would have used the reverse Hierophant card before picking up the Soul Heart, so we had a little bit of protection for them. Because then we can maintain the two red heart containers that would be in the form of a bone heart, while also not having to get rid of our Whore of Babylon state. So that would have been kind of nice, but got a little over eager, a little too excited for that. We need to get, if we get a Tears Up in a big way, man, we're gonna be just shredding things. Some people in the comments were like, "Cool weather? What are you talking about? It's still like 95 degrees outside, bro. It's been 110 over here. Like, wow, we got Beelzebub. What was our? Botfly. What was our other? Wait, what's our third? Oh, we started with Smartfly. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Smartfly, Botfly, and Fruity Plum, Baby Plum, whichever one it is. So a very early Beelzebub transformation here is going to be very, very nice. So here we're getting some attack flies because they just charm and turn all the regular black flies into attack flies for us. That would be 2 of 3 for Bookworm. I'm not going to hold on. I'm not going to keep the Bible, but I'll at least hold on to it. And, well, not hold on to it, but grab it for Bookworm transformation. I mean, it's only 7 cents. Like, we can afford that. We can afford 7 cents. We're rich like that. We had a lucky dime drop. The damage there from Fruity Plum. Yeah, and that's gonna do it. I'm gonna hold on to the Hierophant card for now. We are gonna lose the Whore Babylon transformation, unfortunately. We could and should go back into. Let's go back into the cursed room here. Now I don't want to lose anything on my soul heart. So what I'm going to do is this is going to be a little bit of a crazy play. I'm going to take a half red heart, go into the cursed room because this will allow us to maintain the bone heart. Secret room cannot be north of here, so it's whatever. Don't shoot my bomb, Baby Plum. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that we were going to get a red heart out of that. Then what we can do is we can go back and pick up the other red heart from the store. No. Literally no reason for us to be in there. This way we can get to maintain the bone hearts for now, although of course if we take damage then they're gone, but oh, there's no red hearts. Well, never mind. Okay, and then we can buy this, and then get the free Spider Mod. There we go. Spider Mod buddy. Your secret room. There we go. That's what I was looking for. That's the good stuff right there. That is the good stuff. Where's our secret room? It's got to be here, right? Yeah. There we go. Good. So we didn't really gain anything off of this except for shot speed, but Beelzebub's good. All right, so we're really banking on us getting a good devil deal or angel deal on this floor. Now, if we get stuffed on this floor, then we're going to have a little bit of a problem. It's not the end-all, be-all, but we don't have... We've not gotten any Tears Ups yet. 2.30 is a little below what I'm willing to accept, but it is fine for all intents and purposes for a starting Tears rate. However, we're not starting anymore. We're now on floor 4. So your boy needs some fire rate upgrades here in a big way. I'm gonna leave those hearts for now, and just in case we need to refill the bone heart, we'll take this half heart here. Got a nice little half heart soul heart to protect our red hearts. Really, the way to think about soul hearts is just think of them as armor, because that's exactly what they are. Oh my gosh, I've been seeing the people play. I was watching Dodger play. Wow, we just got Bookworm too. Oh my Gertie. I'm going to stick with the coupon for now because I just don't want to deal with orbitals. We can't afford to have any boss items replaced by orbitals, especially since we're only one away from spawn. Anyway, I was watching Dodger play this new game. Yeah, we can afford something. This new game called Lies of P. And you might be thinking, like, what in the world is that? I mean, it's a weird name for a game, admittedly. They knew what they were doing with the marketing there, but it's like a Pinocchio Dark Souls or Bloodborne, and I was like, what? Like this is nuts, man. And I was watching her play, and I was watching Ariel play as well. Wow, we just got a whole bunch of flies. And Ariel Jade, and like the everything in the game is so over the top. It's supposed to be like Souls-like madness that I could have sworn I was watching a Dark Souls game. That's not a bad thing either. It's just like it is unabashedly Dark Souls is what it is, except it's like, well, it's more Bloodborne than Dark Souls, but I was like, man, and this is a Pinocchio game? How do they get Disney to sign off on that? And then I realized that Pinocchio, I think, is so old that like Disney doesn't own it anymore. Plus, like, I'm pretty sure that Pinocchio was not even a Disney fable. It was just an actual fable from back in the day. I could be wrong. I could be just talking out my butt right now. I don't know. But anyway, the game looked pretty freaking awesome. So I'd be curious to see what the Mosh Pit's reaction to watching me play other games like that would be. Because like we haven't done a single player let's play in a very long time. Of course, it's Chad. Like, oh, we don't want to get a static item drop from a boss, and then we get Chad. Not that little Chad's not great, because he is, but this is not what we wanted. Now you're just giving us more things to use right against you, right, Chad? Yeah, and there you go. There's the predictable swing and a miss on the Devil Deal. Yep. Good old floor 5 Devil Deal. The other game did this because we have the coupon, right? Do not want Straw Man. Straw Man is straw bad. Let's take the IV bag. At least the IV bag will allow us to continue to maintain the Whore of Babylon state while we go over here and get this judgment to pay out and all this stuff. Man, that is a bummer. Okay, Tyrone, I'm really happy for you that you put in something like that in the game, like the bouncy hearts. It's I'm sure you find it hilarious. All right, there's no way that this judgment does not pay out. There's no way that this judgment does not pay out. Restock, which, I mean, I guess restock. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks for blowing up my donation machine there, Bomb Flies. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. I got to see what this is. 2 diamonds. Now we're talking. I still think coupon is the better play here. Oh, yeah, we need to go use the Book of Revelations. But the Book of Revelations also gives us HP, so... yeah. We can go through the next floor without using the Book of Revelations. Because here's the thing, is that the Book of Revelations is going to scale much better for us in the long run than anything else. We just need to not use it on the next floor. You might be asking yourself, scale? What do you mean scale? It's not like damage, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's just an arbitrary like measure of value that I'm using in this sort of abstract sort of way, but the value that we get out of, oh my god, this is gonna be a nightmare. The value that we get out of the Book of Revelations is going to greatly increase the further we go in the late game versus the IV bag, which is basically worthless. Does that make sense? So even though the Book of Revelations is something that we just straight up will not use on this floor unless we absolutely have to right now, it's still going to be better for us in the long run. Get the left hand from Ultra Pride here, and these bomb flies are just gonna give me a heart attack, man. Although it was hilarious how the swarm of bomb flies just straight up mauled Ultra Pride. That was great. Okay, and there they go. Now the explosions from the bomb flies cannot hurt you. Try to maintain Horde Babylon. We get ourselves Purity, which gave us the range upgrade. Range upgrade. We might as well use the eraser once. Let's try to find a mod that we just don't want to fight anymore. Preferably Cubone or Claudies. I wouldn't mind removing hosts either. Knights are annoying, but they're not usually deadly. Ultra Secret Room, we can use that. All right now, but we can use it. Okay. Steeping Fatties. Kind of annoying, but again, not super deadly. Ooh, that's... Although holding on to it for 2 floors. Needles for sure. No! Fruity Plum, why? We had it on lock. Okay. Let's stop taking damage against these enemies. How about that? We could go into the mob trap room to get rid of the really annoying ones. Okay. Goodbye. Okay, let's go back into... back into the tienda. Is this a struggle bus run? It's hard to tell. I mean, we're sitting here with essentially base stats minus our movement speed and damage. But we have flying, so flying is definitely giving us a leg up, although you couldn't tell by me flying into the fire, of course. Cubones would have been much more preferable to Needles. Needles are probably ranking number 2 or 3 in terms of our eraser targets. Diglets are up there as well. Also, don't ever rely on Botfly to shoot the projectile you think he's going to shoot, because he's not. Whatever projectile you think or you hope that Botfly is going to take out, he's not going to do that. We get 9 lives for free, which is nice, but not needed right now. Yeah. All right, Loki. Here's the sitch. We need ourselves a Tears Up real bad, all right? Real bad. Like, real WoW bad. Like, classic hardcore WoW bad, okay? So if you could, just drop us a Mr. Squeezy, drop us like a coat hanger, toothpicks, something like that. I'll be forever in your debt until the next floor. And he dropped a range upgrade. Range upgrade. There's a Tears Up. I mean, I have a call. It is a damage upgrade. But man, is it annoying with Brimstone, which we don't have, obviously, but I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on Eye of Occult. I'm not a huge Eye of Occult fan. I'm really not. We could go to the shop and get like a couple more soul hearts, but I think we're gonna be okay. Ooh, well. Let's just see what you have, Mr. Esau. Absolute trash. Absolute god-awful build. Oh my god. All right, yeah, we're not sticking with this. This is horrific. No, thank you. Cool. I'm disinclined to acquiesce that request. Well, thanks for trying anyway, you saw. Our second guppy item just out of nowhere. All right. We can use it. Okay. So, left hand really coming in clutch here. I'm actually going to deliberately take the hit just so I can get out of this freaking room and save myself the run back. Okay. So, yeah, this floor worked out surprisingly well in a confusing sort of way with the two guppy items. And now I pretty much have to take Eye of Occult because this gets us back down to Whore Babylon state. So, yeah. And I mean, it contributes to the Leviathan. But the thing is that like it's not really a convenience item. Like, Eye of Occult is one of those items that like, it's fine. It's kind of, you know what it is? It's kind of like a slightly better version of Dark Matter, right? It's one of those items that you take because it's like, well, we need a damage, but you know, there's an annoyance factor built into it. And Eye of Occult is simply that. You know, it does give you a nice damage upgrade and contributes to the Leviathan transformation, but it's not really something that is worth the headache sometimes, most of the time. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and use that here. Get a Judgment, Death card. What Judgment are you? Even Judgment, of course. Well, if we can, once we can get out of the mom fight and get the Polaroid, and then come back and play that Demon Judgment. We're almost 30 minutes. We haven't even we're just now getting to depths too. That's rough. I mean, I guess like by definition this might be a struggle bus run, but we're really not struggling all that much. We continue to use the Book of Revelations here because there's no item that drops off of mom, obviously. There used to be back in the good old days, but now there's not. Now it's just simply the Polaroid. So check out what I'm gonna predict that this is going to be Pride. No, it can't be Pride. Sloth. Let me Sloth. Or Envy. One that I didn't want to see. Now, this is one of the rare occurrences where I'm going to actually chunk down Envy as much as I can, then use the Death card just to make it easier on us. Normally, I don't suggest doing that because obviously making all the Envy chunks appear is you're just multiplying the odds that you're going to get hit. But in this case, I think it's fine. Was the effect of the eraser on the needles, by the way. A little bit extra money there for shop. Might be able to get a little bit of value out of restock. You never know. Mongo Baby. Mongo Baby's a bro, always welcome to the family. The reason why I like Mongo Baby, other than the fact that he just copies other familiars' projectiles, is that he's got a very good fire rate. And he's just an all-around bro, you know, Mon Bro Baby. He's got a decent amount of DPS that he adds. doesn't really take up space. No, doesn't complain. He's there. He's vibing. You know what? I'm there for it, Mongo Baby. Okay, well, we did not see the. We in fact did not see the pool card, so it's going to be located in one of these rooms that we haven't been into, or we could just play. There it is. Or we could just play the Demon Judgment, but okay. Great non-devil deal here. At least we know that there's nothing in there in case we do inevitably miss this devil deal. We're holding out hope that we can get a guppy transformation here off of this Demon Judgment in the store that we've been kind of playing around on this floor. As we wait for some more guppy items to store. I've already said store. mean, the whole point of us doing this was to take the Polaroid. So that's what the plan is. I'm sticking to it. Like, do we need the damage from the negative? Yeah, we do, but this could be pivotal here. Now I wish we'd go back and get the Bloody Crown. Left hand has kind of pretty much done its job. But the Polaroid's going to give us an invincibility shield, and it gave us Spun. Didn't give me the item that I was expecting, but I'll definitely take it. We'll get a Hierophant card as well. Okay. Member card, which could be interesting. I wish that we had the coupon and Squeezy. Nice. Oh. Growth hormones would have been great, but yeah, we'll take Squeezy. That does give us finally a much needed Tears Up. Good Lord, man. We could, in theory, hurt ourselves and get to the Purity Aura that gives us the Tears rate. Purity's not even showing right now. There we go. I don't know why Purity's not showing, but now we have the Tears rate upgrade from Purity, which is the blue aura. Okay, there's a sack room here. Ooh, that's good. Okay, well, now that changes a lot of things. So with the sacrifice room here, we can still go fight Lamb and possibly get our angel items. You don't have to worry about Guppy's tail because we don't have Guppy's tail, so we can ease here. Wow, we get another Hierophant card too. Okay, so this is good. This is muy bueno. Because now what we can do is we can wait until we are done with the boss to use the Book of Revelations, then play the sack room after we're done with the boss, because again, we don't want to pay HP right now for our boss item. Then go to the dark room. And now we're kind of happy that we took Eye of Occult because that gave us just more oomph. Our Guppy flies, which is good. You can always use more oomph. And we get another Tears Up with Mr. Dolly. And we also failed a 76% deal with the devil. All right. All right. Here we go. Yeehaw. We'll just do this now. Okay, good. Great. Of course, this is going to cost us an Eden token, but as we've already stated in the past, care about Eden tokens. We got plenty of them. We got Eden tokens coming out the windows. This should take us to the dark room. Yeah. Nice little cheeky darkroom play here. Bloody Lust to be bloody good. A little Brimmy. We could take a little Brimstone if we get enough HP, but we're not really needing little Brimstone, especially with us having the Purity Aura right now and overcapping our Tears, which is real nice for Guppy. I mean, it's real good for any build, but especially Guppy because it means more flies, which means more DPS, which means our killing power goes up. It's overall a good time. Mega. Haven't seen Mr. Mega in a bit. It's been a minute. And we lost our Purity Aura. We did gain damage there, and we got our Purity Aura back with Tears. Oh yeah, we just smoked Adversary there. Okay, do this again, I guess. And Adversary gets his revenge because, you know, can't have nice things with Adversary being around. Joke's on you, Adversary. We got our Tears rate back. What now? we've gone the wrong way somehow. Sometimes you know, like, and this is going to sound crazy. Sometimes the compass actually takes us and makes us go in worse directions than we would have already probably gone anyway. Like, we get debated by the compass a whole lot, you know? Because directions in Isaac are never, like, as clear-cut as you think they're going to be. Like, how many times have we said, like, so in order for us to go northeast, we have to go southwest? And it'd be 100% true after, like, realizing that the compass has led us astray. Yeah, I'm putting you on blast, compass. You know, I get some flack for liking you too much, but you know what? Sometimes I think that you're not working in the team's best interest. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Calculated super secret room play right there, of course. On God, no cap, FR. Nice little cheeky Mr. Mega blast there. Look at that. We went from a super slow run to a super quick run now. Okay, well, I don't know about super quick, but it was good. Second scene, Mike X-Ray, Juliet Victor, Lima 9, November X-Ray. Like, we sped up very quickly there towards the end, but that's what the dark room skip allows you to do. If you're strong enough to handle it, hey, by all means, do it. Good. Hemoptysis. I'm going to ignore. I mean, there's no good reason to ignore it, but I'm just going to just to drive the engagement in the comments. Just to really tick people off. Ooh. There's no way we afford Incubus, so I'm not gonna try. But PJ's is nice because this allows us to go take the go to the sack room here. It doesn't really matter how much HP we have or don't have because we have 9 lives, so. Us Invicta, remember, you lose 9 lives, you lose the Guppy transformation. We learned that last week. Actually, there is a way that we can afford Incubus if we get the 30 coins. Game just does not want to give us an Angel Deal item. It's fine. Totally fine. Guess I might as well take it. And we'll get all our soul hearts back. No, I know it's their game. The moon. Okay. So we're not going to be able to get Incubus, unfortunately. Not that we were expecting to anyway, but yeah, it would have been nice. No sacrifice room this time, unfortunately. I do like those sacrifice room plays, though. Sack dagger. So there's no sack room, but we got ourselves a sack dagger. You know the secret room's here, so. Wow. Okay. That is surprising. So is it below the arcade? No, it can't be. Very surprising. Game, who in their right mind is going to pay 93 cents for sack of sacks? Come on now. Come on now. That's just ridiculous. That's highway robbery. There ain't nobody in Isaac rich enough that's going to pay 93 cents for sack of sacks. I mean, sack of sacks is a great item, don't get me wrong, but it ain't 93 cents great. Yeah, take the mark, which is going to give us damage and movement speed. Now we're just flying through stuff here. There's another sack room, and I'm just going to go play it now just because, like, there is no danger of dying on this run. Not that there ever really was any danger of dying, just because even though we were kind of struggle busting a little bit with our stats, we were still okay, you know? Remember, we have Bloody Lust, so this is also going to be buffing our damage by a whole lot. Hey, would you look at that? Angel Deal item. We got 2 Angel Deal. For some reason, the sack rooms just have this unhealthy obsession about giving us redemption. I'm not sure why. Oh, we just keep getting the soul hearts back. And I'll take them. Like, sure. So money now becomes even more of a priority than it already was. Yeah. Now we can lose 9 lives without having to worry about losing Guppy. Yeah, no. Not with us having I mean, we could take Mom's purse, but there's no I mean if you're just gonna flash me one of my favorite items in the game, look, I ain't gonna stop you. But you can't expect me to not take Sumptorium on a run like this. Well, we get a horseman anyway, but obviously if it was not obvious by now that this run was super over, now it's super duper over. Whew. Look, I'm not gonna pass up Sumptorium, okay? It's just not gonna happen. There's virtually almost no scenario where I pass up Sumptorium if the game gives it to me. The planetarium for some reason. Yeah. Jupiter's top tier, y'all. I know that I previously was a Jupiter hater. I was a Jupiter denier. But I have since come around full circle on Jupiter, and I think that Jupiter is legitimately an S tier item. The amount of damage you get from the gas, the Jupiter... Thank you, Soul the Keeper. Appreciate it. The amount of damage you get from the gas of this from Jupiter is like super strong. Like really, really strong. And the fact that you can use it as a primary source of DPS, and also it has... By the way, it gives you 2 freaking HP ups. There's only one other item in the game that does that. Maybe 2. I don't know. It's raw liver. It's raw liver and something else. I'm talking about red heart upgrades, by the way. I'm gonna wait on using Sumptorium again because I don't want to get rid of our Eternal Heart. Not that we need to anyway, of course, but you know. Okay, well, that was definitely something right there. $0.25 just gives us more spending power for the angelic shops. And I'm pretty sure... Okay, never mind. Because I'm pretty sure Gertie just murdered all of our Claudies, but then I realized they're okay. They're okay. Get Abdab Ding Dong, we get Leviathan. Ruin our redemption, but who cares about redemption? Not on a Sumptorium run, that is faux show. Jesus Juice is a great damage upgrade here. Restock does not work for the angelic shops, by the way. Why? I don't know. Because that's repentance, baby. Yeah, we can play the sack rooms here. Don't have to worry about going out of the room for polar invincibility anymore. Okay, well now we do. Stay back. Stay back, little Claudies. We'll save you. There we go. Dude, the sacrifice rooms with the soul hearts have just been on point. Keeper sack and a run like this. Good lord. My Gertie. That is just unfair. I take marbles. I'm not going to, though. It actually works out better for us to buy stuff in the shop than the angel shop with Keeper Sack, because we can buy more things. In red stew. Go ahead. We could use Monster Manual if we really wanted to, but obviously no need to. We're absolutely just laughing right now. Good dime just in time for the angel shop. Keeper Sack does work with the angel shop, of course. It doesn't help us with restock, or at least restock doesn't help it. But look, you know what I mean. Get Purgatory. Gives a nice little damage up there. We just shoot that spike across the... Pretty sure we did. I think we just shot that spike across the entire room there. All just for good measure. Yeah, you bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna keep on using Sumptorium here. Even though I'm pretty sure that we're at the peak limit right now. Go check out the item room, since probably won't come back to this floor for the rest of the run. Sumptorium. It's a happiness maker, you know? It's one of those items that just makes you feel good. Like you're gonna be taken care of. You know everything's gonna be all right. Sumptorium's kind of like Sissy in a way. You see an item, you just know everything's gonna be all right. The world is a harsh place. There are certain things in it that can just make you feel good. Sumptorium is one of those things. Getting a large amount of money here. Yeah, Stigmata is going to give us a damage upgrade. Might as well take jumper cables, because hell, why not? Cammy Conception, or Immaculate Conception is kind of It's not a bad item, but the reason why I balk at the idea of taking it right now is because we have the stairway, and I want to get more angel items, and not that angel item. I realize it's an angel item, but it's not the angel item that I'm talking about. What's going on here? Yeah. That is all kinds of dead mama. Juice's freaking Shadow. We're never ever going to use Juice's Shadow, so I'm just gonna take the redemption damage bonus. And yep. These are all pretty bad. Pretty wow bad. Not even worth doing, to be honest. There are only 10 days left in September. Can you believe that? Some people don't like me reminding them of the date, but I'm just being honest. 10 days left in September already. 2023 is almost over, y'all. Like, that's insane. It's almost been 10 years since Rebirth came out. Like, compartmentalize that for a second. It's almost been 10 years since it came out. That's a decade, dude. Where did time go? We're all almost 10 years older now. How does that make you feel? Hey, one thing, what's making me feel pretty upset right now is this Lapras wasting our time. Pinky. Obviously, we're already way over capped on tiers, so we're not going to see any sort of tangible tiers benefit. Oh my gosh. I mean, I would have never thought back in 2014 that I'd still be playing Isaac. But here we are. Censor. I'm going to purposely not take censor just to, again, drive the comments and the engagements and that sort of thing. That's what people do now, right? They do. That's how they drive the revenue up, by deliberately trolling the comments so people will talk about it more. That's what all those kooky, wacky, crazy React streamers do, right? Hold on to the Emperor card just because we've had it forever. Bloody Crown, yeah, that would have been useful like last run, but I'm enjoying my cancer tears rate a little bit too much right now. I believe they call that rage baiting in the comments. D-Bizzle and Blood Oath. We'll take D-Bizzle. I don't care about Blood Oath. Could have a lot of opportunity here. Get a good amount of money before we go into the stairway shop. I'll take Scapular. I don't really want Jar of Wisps. Yeah, we already have Spun, so there's no reason for me to take Pheromone Treatment. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Bird's Eye with this many Claudies is just going to wreak havoc on Hush. Oh my god, and we get the Wafer too. Yeah, buddy. Hey, you know what? Give me a luck upgrade. Alright, fine. We'll take Lazarus's Rags only because I can afford it. 21-cent Crown of Light would be very nice, although I don't think we're going to be able to afford it. Yeah. I'm not moving from this spot. And that's how you beat Hush in the Binding of Isaac. All right. There's something just so satisfying about just embarrassing the game. It never gets old for me. Like, it really doesn't. I know that the game doesn't care. Because it's just a game. But you gotta make it fun, you know? I've always treated the game like this adversarial, sentient thing that's always against you, because it is. Don't let the game try to fool you. And there's just something so dang rewarding about making the game just look stupid. Gertie? How you doing, little Gertie? Gird of your own. I don't think I've ever read that line before. Holy Mantle trolling us. By the way, if you don't know why I'm going outside and coming back in, so they don't want to wait for the Polaroid invincibility to, like, I guess I could just, well, no, it would still trigger Polaroid invincibility. Oh, we had a Soul of Isaac, dude. Dude, we got blown into taking Guardian Angel when we could have Soul of Isaac'd it. Alright, well, I guess we'll hold on to the Soul of Isaac since we don't need the Emperor card. We can use it in the Angelic shop. Excuse you. Gotta rebuild our Claudia army back. Old Hushy took too many of them. Got a Cathedral Matriarch. Don't see that too often. Show you how, I mean, it really kind of displays how fast we're moving through this run, considering the fact that, like, I totally forgot that we had Jupiter because we just have not stopped moving. We're just flying, literally flying through everything. Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Wednesday here, a sharp contrast to last Wednesday's episode. Nobody wants to watch Greedier. And honestly, again, I'm fine with that. Like, totally 100,000% fine with that. Rybadian.
Soul of Isaac.
Spirit Sword's actually kind of a bummer here. I'll take Trisagion only because I've done enough rage baiting for one episode. Sure. We need revenge on Mega Satan after that last time. When I just took my ball and went home because we didn't have to beat Mega Satan, but now we got it. Bird's Eye is just insane, dude. Might be one of the most dominant tier effects in the game that people don't really talk about a whole lot. Like, seriously, like, this is Bird's Eye. The fact that it destroys projectiles, especially with piercing shots, is, I mean, it just makes the game just a joke. Get up there, get the guppy flies up there, and you. Down goes Mega Stanley. Nice little revenge kill there. And sure, why not? Let's go finish off old Delirium. He's dodged us for a little while now. Not anymore. Eucharist, sure. Only for the Keeper Sack stat buff. The cluster of bosses down here, which we might as well do. And yeah, there is no danger here. Especially with us having the wafer, especially with us having Sumptorium. Absolutely zero danger. We can destroy any boss in the game, and yeah, I'll go ahead and prove it to you real quick. because of the reasons I've already mentioned against Mega Satan, the fact that Bird's Eye cancels out all projectiles makes the game a total joke. Delirium up to his old tricks as usual, but we don't really care because, yeah, he's pretty much dead. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this run here. Your question of the episode. Since we are, Wacky Wednesday is kind of, Wacky Wednesday is still around, but I would like to ask you, currently, what are the top mods you would like to see me play for Wacky Wednesday? I'm looking for recommendations because there's been a couple that have been thrown around there, but I want to see what the ultimate top mods are. The top 3, of course, will be read on next week's episode, and maybe we'll play them. If they're good, I'll check them out. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Have a great start to your Wednesday here in the Mosh Pit. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like, thanks to patrons of mine like Emil Caban, Jessica Payne, and Kyle Smith. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of the Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta. Might be Kylie. I think it's Kylie Smith. Hi, Kylie. Thank you, Kylie.